Back in the shop, we are now live, broadcasting on the beach with Halftime Howie on 12:40 a.m. Sunday nights from 7 to 8 p.m. And tonight we are live from the Rockville Center Lanes. We're doing a fundraiser. It's great. You can bowling all you want from 6 to 11. And after bowling ends, we have two sensational bands. We have our very own Ben Law and the Long Beach All-Stars, and making their Long Island debut, the Adam Ezra Group. So we'll do a lot of great things we're going to discuss in the next hour. But as you know, one of the big topics in Long Beach has been the boardwalk, the famous boardwalk, which has been in Long Beach since 1914, has been demolished. I went to a city council meeting this past week, and Larry Moriarty got up from the Surf Riders Association with a very impassioned speech about how the boardwalk should be rebuilt. So without further ado, let's welcome Larry Moriarty! And Larry, let's talk about what should be done with the Long Beach Boardwalk. First of all, welcome, and what should be done with the Long Beach Boardwalk?
Hey, thanks so much for having me. What I found to be most important was that we would have a boardwalk that would be built stronger and safer, and we're not getting a lot of information just yet, and without funding for that boardwalk being in place, the design decisions really can't be made. But what we were looking for, and what I made a plea to the council for at the meeting this past week, was for a barrier. Something that would protect the boardwalk itself, the south of the boardwalk. As you can see from the way it was damaged during the storm, anywhere there was a seawall abutting against the back of that boardwalk or an object under it, the water ricocheted up, and that's truly what caused a lot of the damage that you can see. And that's a layman telling you. I'm not an engineer, but that's what I can see with my own two eyes.
So the bottom line is, hurricane hits again, we want to make sure that this terrible damage never happens again. And also the fact that I think this time they're going to build the dunes, so to prevent this type of horrific damage from destroying Long Beach again.
That's right. The beach replenishment plan or project is separate from the boardwalk rebuild. The boardwalk has to be rebuilt. It has to be better. No one's going to come back and give us $25 million again to rebuild this thing. So you have to do it right now. You have this shop. We have to make it as clean and as nice as it can be for Long Beach.
Awesome. Larry, talk about the Surf Riders Association and what you guys do in the city of Long Beach.
Well, Surf Rider Foundation is a national organization. It's actually international. I'm the chair of the local chapter for Central Long Island. We look after many different issues, including beach access. We're an environmental organization. So the boardwalk itself is not really an environmental issue, but it's more for the protection of Long Beach and its liability, quite frankly. Without the boardwalk, we're not going to be the same town that we were.
Absolutely. And I know that this is going to be a critical decision to bring in the right company to rebuild the boardwalk. Talk about the fact that the citizens of Long Beach should really be involved in the process to make sure the right people handle this very important chore of rebuilding the Long Beach as safe and as efficient as possible.
Yeah, definitely the RFP process is open and closed for people to submit their qualifications to design the new boardwalk. So there have been a number of firms that submitted information to our city. Jack Schneerman, our city manager, is doing a great job. He will keep us informed, and he's assured the public that they will have the ability to have input into the new boardwalk and talk about what they think is most important to them. And you have to take him at his word because he's been fairly transparent with us so far.
All right, that's awesome. Let's give it up for Larry Moriarty! Larry is good. We're going to keep in touch with Larry to get updates as we go forward, and because it's all vital to us. Now, they came all the way from Boston, Massachusetts. This is their first fundraiser they do. Last year they did 204 events. They won 4 New England Music Awards, an accomplished band from Boston, Massachusetts. Let's give it up for the Adam Ezra Group. Adam, thank you so much for joining us. We're thrilled to have you, and talk about the fact that your band is very philanthropic and you love to get involved with charitable events, proving that you're here tonight in Long Island, all the way from Boston.
Sure. Howard, thank you so much for having me, first of all, today. But I think that for us, we're always most inspired when we get to come into a community and be a part of folks that are living in the community day to day, doing some good for the world around them. And that's what inspires us. So we try to do charity and fundraising events whenever we can, and when you call us up and invited us down, there's nowhere else we'd rather be.
And talk about the type of music you play and generally your style of music and where, like, specifically you go all over the country, because 204 events, you guys must travel a lot and be on the road a lot.
We are on the road all the time these days. We play roots rock. We call it roots rock because we borrow from a lot of different styles: rock and roll and folk and pop and country. It all inspires us, so we try to mix it all together.
And Adam, without further ado, why don't you introduce your band members? Let's have all the band members from Adam Messer get up and why don't you introduce them and say a few words about them.
Sure, we got all the boys here today. We got Josh Gold on keys. We got Alex.
Wait.
Oh.
Let's make sure they all stand up when they're introduced.
Oh, okay. Josh Gold on keys.
Josh Gold!
Alex Martin on drums. Nelson Leong on bass. Jordan Terrell Wisaki on fiddle. And the famous Turtle on hand percussion.
Josh, you're I'm very close. You're a family relative here. I met with your mom, Robin, and Dad, Mike, last night. So say hello to Mom and Dad back home listening in Newton, Massachusetts.
Hey, Mom and Dad, listening to Newton, Massachusetts. Thanks for having us here.
All right. Adam, you met with Benoit before. How excited are you to jam with Benoit and the Long Beach All-Stars tonight?
Man, I'm so sick. These guys are so great already. They're sharing their gear with us and they're helping us be a part of this night. I can't wait to hear your music, guys. It's going to be such a fun night.
All right. And guys, to listen to this interview on YouTube, just go to Halftime Howie Live from the RVC lanes. You can watch this show and enjoy it on YouTube. And if you're listening around the country, AM1240WGBB.com. All right, we're going to take a break. And after the break, we have a lot more guests. We'll hear from Benoit, the Long Beach All-Stars. The Long Beach Gladiators are here. Long Beach softball team, Andrew Boyd. A lot of great guests. So we're going to take a break. I am Halftime Howie. This is Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie, coming to you live from the RVC lanes, from Long Island's first and oldest radio station, 1240 AM, WGBB.